What's up, guys, and welcome back to the best damn YouTube channel in the multiverse, King Lister TV. We are back here today with another NFL topic. It is official. Week 1 is over and done with. All the games have been played. We've had winners, we've had losers, we've had teams get blown out. I had to get that trash out of the picture frame. My Miami Dolphins got blown out. I don't even want to see that blanket in this video. Anyways, as I was saying, we had teams get blown out. We had close games. We had overtime games. What a first week it was. We are back here today with a new topic for you guys. Every Tuesday after the NFL weeks are over, I plan on bringing you guys my top 10 power rankings. Teams I think are positioned as the best teams in the league at this current time. So, without further ado, here is your Tuesday 10. Starting at number 10, the Houston Texans. Yes, I know they lost their first game, but I was very impressed with Houston. I've also been very high on them. If you watched my NFL preview video last week on Troy's Thursday Talks, I told you I thought this team was going to go to the playoffs. They really made a lot of moves to really go all in this year, and Deshaun Watson looks like he took another step. What an exciting game they had with the Saints. Deshaun Watson personally balled out. They looked really good. He looked good. I'm very excited to see what Houston can do this year. Yes, I know they lost the game, but it was a close game. Man, they lost on a last-second 58-yard field goal at expiration as time expired. Excuse me. So I'm not too low on them for those loss. I actually was a little higher on them. I was going back and forth between them and Green Bay for that 10th spot. I really liked Green Bay this season as well, and I thought Green Bay looked good in their opener. Their defense looked good. I'm just not sure if Green Bay's defense was good or if it was Trubisky who's not good. So the 10th spot goes to Houston. Moving right along, number 9, the New Orleans Saints, the opposite end of that close game. Listen, I've been saying now for a while, I think the Saints are probably going to win the division again. I'm a big fan of Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara. I think together, man, and with Michael Thomas, that offense really can be something special. I think Brees is focused on trying to get another ring this year, and I think the Saints started the season off well with a nice win at home. Moving right along, number 8, the Minnesota Vikings. Big win for them, 28-12 over Atlanta at home, and that defense looked dominant and nasty. They were all over the Falcons, all over Matt Ryan, smothering them. The running game, Dalvin Cook is back. He's healthy. He's run the ball, and that's going to be a key part for this Vikings team. A couple years ago, they were really good. Their defense was really good. They had a good running game. Kirk Cousins, I like him. He is not a top-tier quarterback where he's going to carry the game for you, but if you give him a good defense and a good running game, they could be a problem. They come number 8. Number 7, the Baltimore Ravens, the team who absolutely murdered my Miami Dolphins. I can't put them any higher than 7, and here's why. Yes, Lamar Jackson looked better. Yes, he threw some nice balls. But listen, when you're not facing pressure and you get to stay in the pocket clean all day and throw to wide open guys, you better not miss them if you're an NFL quarterback. Miami had no pushback in this game whatsoever. So yes, Baltimore looked good. Yes, I understand they won by 49 points in Miami, but to me, it wasn't that impressive. I want to see Baltimore do this against a real quality opponent, not the Miami Dolphins, who are clearly right now not a quality opponent. Moving right along, number 6, the LA Chargers. Phillip Rivers looked good. They won this game in overtime. I like the Chargers. I think they're going to be a playoff team, as I said before in my preview video. However, I'm not too high on this win because, they're at home and they really struggled. They had to win this game in overtime against the Colts team, minus Andrew Luck, obviously retired. And honestly, to me, that's not that impressive of a win. But they did show resolve. They did show, after blowing that lead late and going overtime, they did get this win and wrap it up. So they do get the win. They do get the number 6 spot in my Tuesday 10. Moving right along, number 5, the Philadelphia Eagles. They look good. I thought in the first half of the game, they were laying a huge egg at home against a lesser tier opponent in the Washington Redskins. and it did not look good. But in the second half, man, the Eagles turned it on. Deshaun Jackson is back in Philadelphia. I was telling people he's going to have a big season. I really think he'll fit in this offense really, really well. And I think Wentz has the arm, and he loves to throw the ball downfield. It's a perfect fit. He scored 2 touchdowns in that game. The Philadelphia Eagles really, really looked good in the second half, coming back from a 17-0 deficit and end up winning this game pretty handily. Props to the Philadelphia Eagles. They get the number 5 spot. Okay, number 4, the LA Rams, last year's NFC champions. I'm high on them again this year. I think they're going to win the division and be a playoff team. I had a little bit of concerns for them. You know, Todd Gurley's health. How's the offense going to look if Todd Gurley isn't really running the ball well? Well, we found out that fourth quarter Gurley is going to be a thing. The offense struggled a little bit. They kind of, really were having a tough game with Carolina for most of the game. In the fourth quarter, they started to feed Todd Gurley, and it worked. You know, if that's the plan this year, to, kind of rest Gurley through the first 3 quarters, just give him a few touches here and there, and then really give it to him in the fourth quarter when he needed him the most, it seemed to work. He ended up with, I think, 97 yards on like 14 carries or something, which is pretty good. So Todd Gurley looked good. He looked healthy. He may not be the same explosive player we're used to seeing in the past, but the Rams got the W. It's a huge road win. I'm a big proponent on tough road wins, especially opening week. And the Rams went into Carolina and got a tough road win against a quality team in Carolina. All right, top 3. Number 3, the Dallas Cowboys. If you watch my preview video, you know I'm high on the Cowboys. I'm picking them to go to the Super Bowl. And they looked like that team. Ezekiel Elliott was running the ball. The defense was making stops. And Dak Prescott seemed to take that next level. He was making all the right throws. Yes, I understand the Giants may not have the best defense, but this is a rivalry game. This is a division game. These teams always play each other tough. You never know what's going to happen. I mean, look at the first drive of the game. Saquon Barkley was running all over the place, and it looked like it could be a long day for Dallas. That changed real quick. Dak looked phenomenal. Very impressed with him. Dallas, as always, I'm high on them this year. They get my number 3 spot. My number 2 spot goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, I'm also high on them. You know, they're my other part of my Super Bowl pick. MVP Mahomes comes out. He's still balling. He looked fantastic, as always. I think he made one terrible throw. He overthrew a wide open guy in the end zone, and the only reason why he made a bad throw was because he did a no-look pass. He didn't need to do it. If he was looking at the receiver, that's another touchdown. Mahomes is a stud. I really like this kid, man. He reminds me of a new era Dan Marino in a lot of ways, and I'm a Dolphins fan, so you know I love me some Dan Marino. But the Chiefs look really good. My biggest concern about them is always their defense. I'm not sure their defense is really elite enough to maybe win a Super Bowl, but I'm really counting on them to do enough to just help this offense out and get them there. I won't bet against Patrick Mahomes, especially if, they get home field advantage and every game has to go through Arrowhead. Watch out for them. And number 1, of course, the New England Patriots, the defending Super Bowl champions, opening Sunday Night Football up in home at Gillette Stadium in New England. The ring ceremony, all that good stuff, man. And they just whooped up on Pittsburgh. Outside of Kansas City, Pittsburgh's probably the biggest threat in the AFC for most of the experts around the, all the sports world saying that. And they whooped up on Pittsburgh, man. Whooped up on them. 30-point victory over Pittsburgh. The defense looked good. Tom Brady looked excellent. All that talk about him falling off last year and not looking at the same player. He looked good. And now, I called it last week in my preview video. I said Antonio Brown, watch him become a Patriot. And what happens? Antonio Brown is now a Patriot. He didn't play in this game, but if it's any indication, he's going to fit right into this offense, and he's going to dominate. And you know who they play week 2? Miami. Oh, yeah. It does not get any easier for Miami. But the Patriots look good, man. They deserve that number 1 spot. Real quick, before we leave this video, I'm going to give you my top 3 most disappointing teams. Number 1, the Cleveland Browns. The Cleveland Browns, you were the offseason darling. Everybody loved the moves you made, all the players you acquired, all the talent, all the hype, all this stuff. I actually picked you guys to go to the playoffs, and what happens? You get blown out at home by a to my opinion, a lesser quality team in Tennessee. Now, a lot of people are saying don't sleep with Tennessee. I'm still not buying the Tennessee hype. But Cleveland, what happened to you? Super disappointing. Number 2, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh, you're supposed to be a great team. You have all this stuff to prove. Mike Tomlin, all this, we're going to show you we don't need AB. We don't need Le'Veon Bell. We're still a good team. We're still a good franchise. We're going to be good. You get blown out. You get smoked by a conference rival on opening night. That's not a good look. And number 3, most disappointing team, the Atlanta Falcons. I like Matt Ryan. I was high on this team. I thought they were going to compete for the division. Well, they did not look good at all in Minnesota opening weekend. They got rocked by the Vikings, and they did not put up a good performance at all. So those are my 3 most disappointing teams. You heard my top 10. Every Tuesday, look out for my Tuesday 10. It'd be top 10 power rankings after each week of the NFL season. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Like, comment, share. Let me know down below who you think looked the best this weekend, what team disappointed you the most, and whatever you want to talk about the NFL action, man, comment down below and we can have a conversation. Other than that, guys, thank you for tuning in. Too sweet.